the Saraswathi River, Late Shri Venkataraman's vision unfolded. A copious, free-flowing, perennial river, Saraswati, where our Vedic culture flourished 10,000 years back. A glacial-fed, majestic river started its journey from the great height of Himalayas, ran down in rapids and torrents, cutting deep valleys through the mountains, and gathered in its bosom wild currents of Sutlej, Yamuna, Drishatwadi, and small and big rapid streams and rivers, and flowed along the plains of Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab for 1600 kilometers long to finally drop down into the Arabian Sea. No wonder such a mighty river was the seat of all the wisdom, knowledge, and culture of our ancient civilization ever brought forth. The Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, Dharmasastras all had its genesis in the lap of this pristine river, which was a life giver, providing food, water, and nourishment to the evolved sages from whose mind the wisdom flowed, aided by Mother Saraswati. The Saraswati is praised lavishly in Rig Veda as the best of all rivers. Ambitame, Naditame, Devitame Saraswati, Aparadsya iva smasi, Yashtim, Amba, Nashkarattum. O Mother Saraswati, you are the greatest of mothers, greatest of rivers, and greatest of goddesses. The hymn in Rig Veda mentions the Saraswati between the Yamuna in the east and Sutlej in the west. It is clear such a mighty river is no more with us. Where the river flowed once lies now the sands of desert Rajasthan. The history, antiquity, and the mighty culture which arose from its banks have always intrigued many who had tried to ponder on it the unsolved riddle of its disappearance. Late Shri Venkataraman too was in the quest of unraveling this mystery of his disappearance. He was a geologist, scientist, and a researcher and wanted to bring to the world the truth of his existence backed by clear scientific proofs. He firmly also believed the river banks was the place where our ancient rich civilization came about and flourished. In his quest, he traveled far and wide along his old course. He traveled to Adibadri and along the Sutlej to study the area. He traveled to Jaisalmer and witnessed for himself the dry Gaggar riverbed and visualized the vast Saraswati which must have been flowing there. He tracked down the Dyava Prithvi pillars near Basanber, which was supposed to have been used for astronomical observation nearly 20,000 years ago. He spent innumerable hours in libraries meeting scientists all over the country. He studied the Puranic texts to understand the southward travels of Agastya Muni. He was a dreamer who was also grounded by the years of training in scientific fact finding. Now, how and when this mighty flowing Saraswati disappeared and went underground? Well, it's a geological event. Like a huge jigsaw puzzle, the earth crust is made up of moving plates which fit into one another and stand precariously. Any changes in the hot interior molten state causes changes in the exterior crust of the earth. Now, due to the dynamic changes which occurred 10,000 years back, a huge Yamuna tear in the Shivalik ranges occurred, pushing the landmass eastward, which made the shift in the flow of river Yamuna, directing it towards river Ganges. while the same tectonic activity also caused the landmass to tilt west of Saraswati towards west, pushing river Sutlej towards river Indus. And lo, the river Saraswati, having lost its two mighty limbs, Sutlej and river Yamuna, was then fed by only rain-fed rivers, and also its original source also shifted its source, making the river to gradually dry and disappear. The river might have disappeared, but its impact and the life it infused still lives on with us in the form of pearls of knowledge and wisdom. The land between Saraswati and Drishatpati is called Brahmavatra, which was the seat of Vedic culture as expounded in Manusmriti. Even the present day DNA samples have revealed the inhabitants of this area share genetic traits with the present day Indians. All that conclusively proves many of us are the descendants of the bygone river civilization. And hence it is our prime duty to understand and acknowledge our heritage and worship Goddess Saraswati and River Saraswati, which are not only synonymous but also represents one another truly.